Back to Revisiting History Main Streets, and today we're hitting a place very special in my heart, and that's the heart of Bloomfield. Let's go, baby. Right now we're actually on Blanco, and we're gonna turn up ahead. You can see actually the high school right there, the water park area. And look at the baby. Yeah, that one's got Scott Eckstein's name on it, so it's kind of tainted a little bit to me. But he was there during the beginning of this thing, 2006, I think. But you want to come out to Bloomfield? We got some fun and games, bro. This is not just the town of the desert. That's the pool. A little much for me because my eyes are destroyed, but you know, the chlorine, if you can handle it, go get yours, bro. I'm not sure if it's open. Can I go see the placard? Bloomfield Family Aquatic Center. And I think the main building is where it's going to be. Yeah, you can see here, Bloomfield, Victorian renovation. And then right there. And then when you see down here, year 2006, Bloomfield, New Mexico. Oh, I love this town. People are so kind. So nice. This place has been in and out of business since I was a kid. And then you have Knowles. I think that might have some history to it. It's funny, you look up here at the sign, and it says US 64 that way, and then you're on 550. And then if we come up here, I don't know if I can see that sign quite well enough. Nope. Like I said, man, on main streets we go everywhere. That's kind of the idea, is to get an idea of the town. And I'm gonna flip it around and show you the school I almost graduated from had I not gone to Arizona. So, see the beautiful campus here. And then up here, Bloomfield High School. Yeah, so I almost went here. I went to Mesa and Naba and Central. And this is where we have the monument for Chris Kefalos up there. We also went and saw him. We have a whole video on that one. Home of the Bobcats. Oh, I really need to do a better one for Aztec. We're on First Street in East Pine. And across we got Town Plaza, which if you're part of any town these days, they've got smoke shops. And then Katie's Video used to be here a long time ago. I used to come down here and get VHSs with my friends when we were younger. I think it was like right here. It's not there anymore, but man, I gotta open my gym in one of these. This would be a perfect spot. But yeah, Katie's Video. You can still see proof that it was here at one point. It's crazy, but time changes everything. Yeah, it's either here or here. I can't remember which one. Looks like it's already got some new designs on it. And then over there is the church, Bloomfield Baptist. Or yeah, it's one of the, I think it's the biggest church in town. Got Bloomfield Florist. Very patriotic. I mean, we are in a country town after all, so we're gonna get that. And of course, another one. And then over here, we've got Papa Nachos. And Papa Nachos, man, as far as getting your licks for a burrito, man, this place is the place to go. It's 10 out of 10. Recommend. All right, so now you're probably like, why are we at the church? Well, if you watched my video last time, you would know that at City Council, they had this, and this is the 10 Commandments. Now, there's over $1 million lawsuit that the town had to pay out because they didn't want to move this. And the thing is it was like City Hall's down that way, and they have all of our, other documents, but they were sued to move this, and now it's here at FBC, First Bible Church. And then down here it says presented to the people of San Juan County by private citizens. And it's crazy because it doesn't really have an update on how it was moved after it was installed. So I know there was a multi-year, over $1 million lawsuit over just this slab of stone. See, there's some people in the city that will not live by their values. However, out here, there are a lot of people who will still live for their values despite what other people tell them, how people make them feel. We're still proud to be Americans. We don't care who's president, if it's Democrat or Republican. Neither of them are good. We just want the country to be okay. And not just that, I love this city and I love this county. You know, it's an area, they call it enchanted, and it really is, man. You look over in one area and you see a forest, and then you look to another area right to the right of it, and it's a rolling desert. So it really is a crazy place, and it's a nice place to grow up. If we didn't have all the factory plants around here, the oil plant, and then also the B8D sand plant now. All right, now we're on the main strip. This is the part where we're almost in the heart of the city. So I'm gonna start flipping it around. Don't know what used to be here, but I'm almost positive. Yeah, there's a boxing gym here. I got a note on the door. Gosh, I hope it didn't close, man. Last thing we need is less martial arts places. You can see those beautiful gloves in the window. If it wasn't for my eyes, I'd go in there and get hit myself. Look at that. Look at all of the different. You would assume that they were all on these cards. But yeah, this is really cool. There's their gym hours. And then Johnny's Barbershop. Still open, maybe? Private Boy Salon. And then Bloomfield Visitor Center, Chamber of Commerce. It's that little hogan over there. So this whole city's packed with stuff, man. It really is a interesting town. But yeah, it's the Chamber of Commerce there. Now, something that I love is antiques, and you can see the Junk Sisters here. And it says Bloomfield Feed and Supply. I tried to do some research to try and see if it was at one point Bloomfield Feed and Supply. I think it might have been, but now it's Junk and Sisters. And then you can see it's a antique shop, or as I like to call them, an artifact shop. Or sometimes it's a complete mess. You never know. But what we got in here? It's like mostly like, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like everybody thinks everything is vintage these days. But I'll probably stop in at some point. I don't even know if they're open. It's got antique expanded down there. I might try and go through that door. But yeah, Bloomfield Feed and Supply. I don't know. And here's the bank in town. And then over there we got the one store where you can buy stuff. And that's Farmer's Market. Now over here there's been a whole bunch of places. There's been Flora's. There's been some other restaurants that are Hispanic restaurants. And then I guess this town finally settled with like teriyaki chicken bowl, because they're pretty good. I mean, and they're able to stay open, so that's positive. Absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Like Papa, not like just like Papa Nachos. Oh, it's so hot. It shouldn't even be this hot. Ahead, I mean, like I said, you can tell we're in New Mexico because of all the murals. But you got a Ruben's Barbershop and then DJ's Pizza Place. Now, DJ's Pizza Place has been pivotal, and I've heard some things I'm not sure about, so I'm not going to confirm or deny them, but DJ's Pizza has always been involved with sporting activities. When we were the Boys and Girls Club as kids, from what I understand, this is where the parties are still at, whenever you have your pizza party at the end. But that's right here, DJ's Pizza, man. It's been here forever, since I was a kid. You know, besides the new McDonald's we got, and also, you know, the Domino's that you can see somewhere behind me, we've pretty much shown off the town, man. It's got a lot of like really, really beautiful things to it. The main streets are a little bit simple, but you gotta remember, we're a simple town. We're not super duper well funded, considering how much we give to the federal government, considering and the state government, considering how much work we put in for that government. And I mean, I know New Mexico itself, we give out to the state $1 billion a year. Well, New Mexico only gets 400 million of that back. That's 600 million of our dollars coming out of New Mexico's coffers each year, just to go to the state. Maybe instead of new industrial zones, we get more parks. And instead of hiring more employees for those industrial sites, we could hire more employees for those parks. Mayor Mueller. Seems like a good idea to me. We've circled back. We're back at Blanco. So we can either go left to Liberty or we can go right. Normally, I do videos down there. I go all the way down and we go to Liberty Park. But today, we're getting a massive heat warning, so I'm going to go ahead and avoid that, and we're going to walk this way. back to the industrial part of town where nobody cares about, especially the mayor. I swear I thought I was done. Like, there was a cop car parked there for like 10 minutes. And as soon as I get close, they swing out, all three of them. And he's like, you don't look like you're 63. I'm like, eh. So, I mean, I thought they're gonna, I had my camera out. I was like, bro, if they're gonna get aggressive over the flock cameras, that's crazy. Didn't happen, but they're looking for someone else. Maybe either that or they're scoping, you know. I don't know. He came up to me and he inspected me up and down, trying to see if I'm breaking any laws. I'm like, dude, I got my cell phone in my hand, that's it. And they could have found a reason to go ahead and say, I gotta look every time there's a dog, make sure it's not running toward me. But they could always find a reason to slap you with something, man. In this town, dude, those were clearly cops on the job, but there's crooked cops, man. And that's every city across the United States is crooked cops. That's why you can't put these flock systems in. Because what if I know a crooked cop and I want to hurt someone and I want to find their destination? I just hit them up about the flock cameras. Boom, I got a destination where they were last pinged. That's without the AI, the facial recognition.